Previously on Dice Versa.
So the moisture collector, it pulls water out of the fog. It's really the only source of drinking water we have here, and people have been saying the thing's been acting strange lately.
Suddenly, the soldier holding the knife makes a quick slash across Jellic's abdomen, and he lets out a cry of pain. The crowd surrounding the area closes in around him, cutting off any route of escape, and even after he goes quiet, the colonists continue beating him. I think y'all should go visit Quorsica. Something tells me she's gonna want in on the next steps. There is a deafening blast from inside of the house.
It is certainly possible that this ship crashed before the gap. It is ancient Azlanti technology, imbued with magic of some kind. I suspect that it's a power stabilizer. Or perhaps some sort of navigational aid.
Alright, let's go talk to this friend Quorsica, eh?
So you guys head out of Madelon's, and you head back up to the north towards the prefabricated building that Abretta indicated as Quorsica's home.
So, Navessah, what do you make of all this? Have you ever seen anything like those photos?
Not quite sure. It's quite fascinating as she's looking at the pictures and kind of like zooming in on, you said the metal had like some strange like writing or engravings on it?
Yeah, it has some runes on it that you guys don't recognize.
Could I do some sort of check to know what those might be?
Yeah, make a culture check.
I got a 22.
You're not sure what it says or what these runes are, but they are definitely Azlanti. You may have seen some modern Azlanti writing on, their various gear or weapons or armor or whatever. And this has a similar slant to the lettering and stuff, but if it is Azlanti, it is definitely very, very old.
My Azlanti isn't very good, but it definitely looks like it has some of the similar characteristics to Azlanti, but it looks a lot more dated. I'm wondering if them uncovering this is maybe what drew the Azlanti here. Maybe that probe was, maybe it signaled a distress beacon, and maybe that's why they came. Maybe they're looking to recover this. It's just speculation at this point. I'll keep looking it over. I'll let you know if I come up with anything else.
Yes, well, that would make sense. Otherwise, it'd be very odd coincidence for them to just be out here at the same time.
Yes, quite curious.
Anyway, let's see what this Quorsica has for us.
And eventually you arrive at that prefab, which stands quietly in front of you.
I knock on the door.
A couple moments later, a young man opens the door. He's maybe 15 years old, and he looks very tired, and he says, who are you?
Hello, we're friends with Albretta. She sent us here. I think we were to meet Quorsica.
And he sort of looks at you for a second, then he turns over his shoulder and shouts into the building, Mom! Some people are here to see you. They say Abretta sent them? And you hear a voice coming from inside, but you can't really make out what it says. And then the young man turns back to you and says, all right, come in. And he moves aside for you guys to come in.
Is this place big enough, or should Ukko wait outside?
It's a tight squeeze, especially getting through the door, but...
Ukko might actually wait outside for this. He's gonna, you know what? No, I'm not gonna mess your house up. I'll be outside.
The kid sort of shrugs like, all right, whatever. Then Navessah and Mishka, he points to a room in the back of the prefab with the door ajar.
Thank you, young man.
And as you start heading back, he steps in front of you and he says, hey, listen, she's still healing, okay? So try not to rile her up too much.
We'll be gentle. Thank you.
You enter the room to find a woman lying in a twin-sized bed. Both of her legs are splinted and held elevated in slings. Pillows line her sides, helping stabilize her in the bed, and beneath all of the bandages and band-aids on her face, you can see that her skin is swollen and deeply bruised. Her eyes fall upon you as you enter, but she doesn't really move. Seems like moving her neck might be painful, and she doesn't really say anything to you, she just looks at you.
I'll let Navessah enter first, and or at least Mishka will try to stand in a spot where she doesn't have to turn her head. Hello, we are friends with Albretta. We're here to help drive away the Azlanti. And we're also here to help Madelon's landing.
She just continues looking at you, doesn't say anything.
She also told us to tell you that we got the guys.
The ones with beards?
Yes.
And as you confirm that they did indeed have beards, her face relaxes a bit, and she makes an effort to look both of you in the eye, and she says,
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
I'll help you. Your data pad. Take it out. I can describe the inside of the garrison.
I'll check mine out.
So yeah, she sees you getting your data pad out, and she says,
Rectangular building.
All right. Big rectangle.
Main entrance on the western side. Square room. Always soldiers. Always.
Big square room. That's the room the entrance leads to, yes?
Yes. North is the barracks. They sleep there. On shifts. Everything they do is on shifts.
In the north of this room?
No, most of the northern part of the entire building.
Like that.
This is going great.
I show her the data pad. Like this?
Yeah, sure. That's fine. East of the entrance is the mess hall.
Okay. How big is the mess hall?
Not sure. Didn't see it much. Takes up maybe a third of the building.
Alright. So I guess like that.
East of the mess hall is the command center. It's a big circular room.
Ah, that's not a circle. That's a circle-ish, kind of.
East of the command center is a gym, I think.
How big is that?
I think it's the last room on the eastern end.
Okay. Gym.
South of the gym is the room where everybody's being held in a big electric cage, like a bunch of hobgars.
South of gym. Where? Cells?
There's a second entrance in the northeast corner. I think it leads into the barracks, but the soldiers don't seem to use it much.
So like this, maybe.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
There's also an office to the east of the cells. I think the leader uses it.
On the east. Across from the cells.
she glances at your data pad.
No, the cells are more directly south of the command center.
Ah, so like that.
Yeah, that's good enough.
All right. I'm just gonna do an arrow, and then so I guess here, what, office?
No. Where it says cells right now is where the office is.
Ah, there you go, office. All right, can't really read what that says, so I'm just gonna do this. Cells.
But there's an arrow pointing from where the office was to now where
Hey,
the cells
but-
is.
That, yeah, don't worry about it. What was it? The circle room was the command center. How does this look?
It'll work.
You're not even looking.
It's not perfect, but it's close enough.
Okay, gotcha.
After that, she just closes her eyes and goes back to sleep. And while this comes in, and he says, "She needs her rest. You guys should probably."
It's okay. We're sorry to disturb you too much.
It's okay. Thanks for letting us know about what you did. It's going to do a lot to lift her spirits, I think.
What happened, if you don't mind me asking?
She won't really talk about it, but she did something to piss them off when they took her and, well, found her like this outside of the garrison.
Well, that is no good. Well, I wish your mother a speedy recovery, and we'll do whatever we can to make sure the Azlanti pay for what they've been doing here.
Hey, kid, do you know anyone not Azlanti that speaks their language? Because it kind of ticks me off. I don't know what they're saying.
He sort of like looks around, checking if any soldiers are nearby, and he says, "I mean, you're friends with a Bretta, right?"
Yeah, we're friends. Yeah, we're friends.
Pretty sure she's been collecting recordings of all of their talking and whatever. So Maybe she can help.
Oh, cool. Hey, thanks, kid. Keep your chin up. You're doing great.
All right, whatever. Bye, guys.
Hey, one last thing, kid.
My name is Weldis. You
I
don't have to call me kid.
am sorry. Thank you, Wildis. Do you happen to have any extra medkits that perhaps we can borrow? Just in case we run into trouble out there, we can, patch ourselves up real quick.
Hang on. Let me see what I got. And he goes into his mom's room, and you hear him talking to her a little bit. And then he comes out with a small med kit. So this will be like a single-use med kit that you can use. You can have this. We still kind of need the rest of it for my mom.
Oh, of course, yes. I don't want to take anything away if it will cause her discomfort.
Okay. Anything else?
No, you've been a great help. Thank you very much. Unless, do you have anything, Navessah?
Since Navessah hasn't had much of a word in, I just like to think that she's been zoned out on her tablet just studying all of the case stuff. It's like, huh? What? No, yes, no, you were very helpful. Thank you.
Okay.
We're good. Thanks, Weldis.
Bye, Dragon Man. And he closes the door.
No, my name. Oh. Ukko Bronte. So what do we learn in there?
Mishka shows him the data pad with his expertly drawn map.
Oh God, were her hands crippled?
We got the layout of the garrison.
And you made her draw it?
No, I drew this.
Good job, buddy.
Thank you. You want me to send it to you?
That, yeah.
Yes, well, forewarned is forearmed and all that. What do we say we move on and finish up the moisture collector?
Well, let's get back to Albretta and Garaya.
Very well.
All right, so you guys head back to Abretta's.
Yeah.
You find her tending to Jellic in, like, the bedroom area.
Mm-hmm.
And she looks up as you enter. She says, "Oh, what y'all doing back here?"
I think we found something that might be...
Garaya.
What about Garaya?
I'm looking for Garaya.
She okay?
Oh, she's not here.
No, she's not here right now. I can call her up, tell her to come over if you want me to. You can go see her if you want. She lives down on the southern side, but...
Oh, yeah, no. Oh, we can go see her. That's fine. Sorry.
No problem. Oh, did you go see, did you see Quorsica?
Yes.
She happy to hear what y'all did?
Yes. And she also helped us get a layout of the garrison.
Oh, you don't say. Well, that should come in handy.
How is Jellic doing?
Oh, he's doing okay. He's gonna survive, don't you worry.
That's good.
If anybody's gonna survive a stabbing, it's this dense-headed idiot right here. But I gotta say, something must have happened out there. Abadar must have intervened, because he should have lost a lot more blood than he did.
I think you can thank our friend Navessah here for that.
She gives you the up and down, Navessah sort of silently assessing you, and she says, "Well, thank you then, ma'am."
I gave him a bit of a, how do I describe it, psychic morale boost?
I think the entire colony could use one of them.
Agreed.
Well, I can only do so much.
I know. But for real, thank you. If that's truly what saved Jellic's life, then, well, don't tell him I said this, but I'm in your debt.
It's the least we can do.
All right, well, if I'm not mistaken, all you guys got left from the list is that moisture collector, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Hey, you know what could help if you feel like it? I'm trying to learn what the heck these guys are saying because it just really ticks me off when they're muttering and I don't know what they're saying. So,
she sort of like stifles a laugh. She says, "Wait, you're trying to learn Azlanti?"
I mean, yeah.
Okay, sorry, you just don't seem like the multilingual type, I guess. But
I know 3 languages.
Wow, okay. Consider me corrected. Well, yeah, if you want to try to learn what they're saying, I'm not going to stop you. Any weapon we have in our arsenal is one that we can use against them. I got plenty of recordings that I've intercepted. You can parse through those, see if you can put together anything.
You got like Rosetta Stone for Azlanti or something?
I'm no linguist. I got what I got. You can go through it, and if you can figure it out from there, hell, good on you. All right, well, hang on, I'll go grab those for you. She disappears for a few minutes and then comes back with just a few SD card looking things. And she says, here you go. This is everything I have, everything that I've been able to intercept.
Thank you.
Yeah, good luck with that. And good luck with that moisture collector. I'm gonna go make sure Jellic's alright, okay?
Do you have any spare medkits that we can use just in case we run into trouble? Those drones pack quite the punch.
Honestly, between bandaging that big oaf up, no offense, Ukko, and Jellic now, I'm worried that I'm not going to have enough to keep caring for Jellic here like this, so unfortunately I don't have anything to spare right now, but I'll send out a ping and see if anybody can muster up, maybe some donations for y'all.
That would be very helpful, yes, thank you. Alright, wish us luck. We'll be back soon.
See y'all soon. Alright, you guys heading out towards the moisture collector then?
Yeah.
As we're heading over, Mishka turns to Ukko. Like, so, I'm curious, friend. Why is it important for you to know the Azlanti language? I mean, you don't need to understand them to stick your giant pike through their chest.
It's kind of a tactical thing, if they're like calling for help or just being like, run away from the big scary dragon. One causes me to want to really hunt them down to make sure they don't get help. The other just makes me want to scare them a little more.
That's a good point.
So, you know your enemy or whatever, right?
Yeah, that's something they taught you at wherever you got your combat training.
Ukko kind of quiets down a bit and just, yeah, you could say that, yeah.
Good, alright.
Anyway, oh look, we're here.
So you guys arrive at the eastern edge of the settlement where you find the moisture collector. The device is a metal spire with several collection dishes jutting out from it. It looks like an elaborate array of satellite dishes that are all pointing straight up into the sky to collect rainwater, or specifically for this one, it is to collect moisture out of the fog in the air. And you see heavy plastic tubes that connect the collection dishes to 4 large blue pools at the base of the array. And as you arrive here, you look around and there are no guards nearby. In fact, there's no one around here at all.
And just to refresh our memories, we're trying to figure out if it's poison, right, or something like that?
So they are rationing the water, and people have reported that strange things are going on, like the thing acts weirdly. People have just been sort of avoiding the area. And there are reports that aside from collecting water to ration, like even the Azlanti don't really bother coming over here that much for like patrols or to guard it or anything.
Okay.
So I think kind of excited by the prospect of unknown things happening to this, Navessah kind of like scurries forward and begins looking for some sort of like computer pad or any sort of any way of collecting data from this thing.
As she's doing that, Mishka's gonna start sniffing around, see if he can find any odd odors about the area. Anything that could hint as to what might be going on around here.
Ukko's just gonna keep an eye out for any visible trouble coming rather than what's actually going on here.
Just keeping an eye on the fog at the edges.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Navessah, as you approach the moisture collector, you don't really see like a control panel or anything really on it. It's mostly an analog contraption. There's not much to it other than pipes that put water from the air into these tubs. There are some pumps that can move water from tub to tub that have like controls on the tubs themselves, but there's not like a central control area for this thing. Let's go ahead and get some perception checks from peeps who are
peeping.
Yeah, who are peeping.
12 from Mishka.
That's an 8 from Ukko.
It is also an 8 from Navessah.
Bro.
All right. Navessah, you said that you're going up to it curious about like its paranormalness.
Yeah.
So go ahead and make a mysticism check also while you're inspecting it. So with that 18 mysticism, you are certain the reason why it's acting strange is because somebody did some sort of elemental magic to this contraption.
I'm just sort of racking my brain right now. It's something to do with the water. People are saying it's acting peculiar, and there are currently no guards stationed here. There must be some sort of elemental spell affecting the moisture collector. To what degree, I can't be certain.
As you are thinking through this, a spray of water erupts from the collection dishes, and a water elemental splashes into the pool closest to you.
Well then.
Roll initiative. Ukko, you hear this splash, and maybe Navessah lets out a yelp of surprise as this water elemental comes splashing out of the water in front of her. What do you do?
It's within range, so I swing at it.
Jesus Christ.
Because I was like, oh shit, and I stab at it. That's an 18 to hit for 10 piercing damage.
That'll do, Dragonkin. That'll do.
Very nice. So you stab forward as you see this water creature go straight to attack Navessah. You see the tip of the pike stab through the water, and the water elemental lets out a cry of pain.
Hey!
So was the water elemental coming at me in a menacing-like manner?
It is definitely aggressive.
Okay, just checking to make sure it wasn't that I need to try and talk to it sort of thing.
I mean, that's always an option.
I'm going to use my move action to mark it with get 'em.
Okay.
And then I'll pull out my knife and try and attack it with a 17.
That connects, splashing some of this water elemental's water out of the tub and dealing that 3 damage to it.
Dang, she should teach Mishka how to use a knife.
That's like 3 times the amount of damage I do with my gun.
It's like 3 times the amount of damage I normally do with my knife.
Clearly I'm supposed to be a melee fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently.
Mishka gets startled as well. Like, yeah, what is that? Mishka's gonna move over to get within striking range of the water elemental, and he will also try to knife it via trick attack. 16 survival check on the trick attack.
That fails.
Okay, so no extra damage. 15 a hit for also 3 damage. I did it.
That does connect for another 3 damage as you also come up on it with your knife, and you guys just jump this water elemental with your knives. As you guys are slashing away, it drops back down into the pool of water, and in the next moment, you see the water inside this pool begin swelling as the other pools drain into it, and it also begins spinning. Soon there's just a vortex of water rising up out of the pool itself, and it moves to engulf Navessah. Navessah, I need you to make a fortitude save and a reflex save, please.
Whoa.
But I'm not good at those. Alright, that's an 11 fortitude, and then here come the reflex. A 7.
Excellent rolls.
You do not take any damage as this vortex of water spills out of the tub and engulfs you, but you do get picked up, lifted off of your feet, and now you are tumbling through this vortex of water.
As Ukko sees this thing start swirling around Navessah, his first thing to do is make sure the person he's being paid to protect doesn't die. So he moves forward, and if I can, I want to reach in and pull Navessah out.
Ooh, okay.
Hell yeah.
All right, let's start with a reflex save for you.
Okay. That's an 11 for Ukko.
You see Navessah spinning around in there like she's stuck in a washing machine, and you time it, and you are able to grab onto her arm. Now let's get an athletics check to see if you're able to pull her out.
9.
Nice.
Yeah, you grab onto her arm, but you're not able to pull her out as the water pulls to keep her in. You're trying to pull her out, and it's just like a
Let her go!
strength battle between you guys, and you're currently losing. So Ukko grabs onto you, Navessah, and the whirlwind of water batters against you. You take 8 bludgeoning damage. You can make another reflex save to help Ukko pull you out if you want, or you can make a fortitude save to try to do like your turn normally.
Drink it.
Well, I've got a +0 in fortitude and a +3 to reflex, so reflex 21.
Ooh, girl.
You start kicking your feet to help Ukko pull you out, and you do get yanked out of the vortex, gasping for air as you fall splashing to the ground. And now you do have the rest of your turn.
Is taking that 5-foot guarded step move action?
That is a move action.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna inspiring boost myself.
Okay. Put your fingers to your temple and then the other fingers to the other temple.
Am I healing myself, or do I just have a headache and I'm trying to rub it better? You'll never find out.
As she backs off, I'm gonna step into place so that way it can't get her again. And trick attack. So basically, as soon as she gets out of the way, just like darts in and goes for the knife. Damn, that's 32 on the trick attack.
That succeeds as you do a trick attack on this vortex of water.
If it's flat-footed, then 15 to hit for a total of 5 damage.
You step forward and slash at this vortex of spinning water, and as you cut it, the water stops spinning and just splashes down to the ground, and there is nothing left.
Well, that was very odd.
Yes, that was quite interesting. We solved the mystery.
All right.
Hey,
Way to go, us.
cool.
Is that what you do, Navessah? Investigating this kind of weird stuff?
Yes. Doesn't always try to kill me.
Have you ever seen one of these before? Water?
I haven't particularly encountered a water elemental before, no, but it is quite curious. Someone would have had to have magically tampered with the moisture collector. And
Do the Azlanti know any elemental magic? Do you know if they know of such practices?
Make a culture check.
I can do that.
Can I do that too? Can I help?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You know what? You've been listening to those recordings of Azlanti that Bretta gave you, so...
Yeah.
I put it on, like, I got it in my AirPods as we're going along doing stuff.
I got 13.
Oh, shit.
Well, to help out, the DC is 10, so...
I got a 24.
Okay.
That works.
So, Navessah, you do know that there are spellcasters within the Azlanti. There's definitely magic within the Azlanti ranks. And Ukko, with the recordings that you've been deciphering, you've been putting together that whoever is in charge used a magical item to summon the elemental here to guard it, basically, as an additional security so that they don't need to waste guards on keeping the water secured.
I just love the idea that from Abretta's to here, he's put one in and was like,
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I know that word.
You put in your Apple earbuds and we're just listening to it as we're walking over.
Yeah. So he's like,
Hey,
he takes an earbud out that he's apparently had in this whole time. He's like,
so, if I'm understanding this thing I'm listening to, it sounds like they had some sort of magic item or something that brought this thing here to... I can't pronounce their word, but essentially it's like guard. So
he's just like typing in words he hears into like Google Translate. yeah. Like, oh hey, this translates to water elemental.
that's pretty much how he's doing it.
Hey Siri, translate this.
Yeah.
Well, then it's as I thought. Yes, the Azlanti aren't above doing this sort of thing, and thank you, Ukko. That was very helpful. Like, Navessah looks at Ukko with a genuine look of pleasant surprise.
Yeah, no problem. But we should probably be aware they might have some more weird stuff like that inside their big base or whatever,
Yes, it's good to know. Perhaps they might have more tricks up their sleeve. I'll have to be careful of any magics.
Yeah.
So, and he puts the earbud back in, puts the data pad in his pocket. He's like, all right,
Let's keep going.
If you want more Dice Versa, check us out at patreon.com/diceversa. We release bonus content for every episode, like deleted scenes and episode commentary. You'll also join our growing community with access to the Dice Versa Discord server, where you'll get to chat with me and the other players. So come join us. That's patreon.com/diceversa.